Good day, my funnily lovelies. Today I am going to share with you my top Amazon items that I love to consume when I am being good on autoimmune protocol. Now, before I do, because I'm not a doctor and because I don't want to see you in court, please check out my disclaimer. All right, you checked it out. You're not going to sue me? Okay, wonderful. So, getting into this video, there are tons of items that you can find on Amazon, and there are even more that you can find at their sister store or sister brand, Whole Foods, however you want to say it. But since they do own Whole Foods, but you can find a ton of stuff there. But you can find even more stuff, like I said, on Amazon that are non-perishable or less perishable items compared to what you would find in the Whole Foods store. And these are my top items that I usually prefer to get for snacking or for my little special treats and my special cravings that I have from time to time. This is probably going to be a part one video because I think there are going to be many more of these in the future. And any items, of course, that you will see in the future that are from any other stores, I'm definitely going to consult my Amazon account and see if you can purchase them on Amazon as well. 9 times out of 10, you usually can. And once you have that knowledge, you can possibly and potentially purchase those items through my affiliate link in the description below. Now remember, I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you do click on that Amazon affiliate link and you purchase the item, I will get a percentage of commission at no additional cost to you. And of course, that is up to you whether you want to purchase through the link or not. Entirely up to you. It is. Anyway, moving on to the video. And I'm sorry if the colors change in and out. My camera is my camera, and it loves to change it from this yellow, golden, perfect sort of hue to this bluish hue. I don't know why. It just loves to do that. I hope it doesn't, trip you out, because it would do that for me, because I was the kind of person that saw yellow and gold instead of black and blue. Although sometimes I can see black and blue. So with the dress, from years ago, the whole internet sensation. Oh, and you're getting a sneak peek to the first item I'm going to mention. It is called Organic Creamed Coconuts. Now, this is the Let's Do Organic brand. I found it in my marketplace, like a market that's local in my area. But you can also purchase this item in bulk on Amazon, and there'll be a link to the description to that in the description below. Now, I like this to be more of a thickener. If you've ever made coconut milk, when you make coconut milk and you put it in the fridge, after a while there's like this fat that floats up to the top, and it's a really thick cream that is really great. You kind of wish that half the milk that you work so hard to strain through that cheesecloth will be full of this sort of fat, because you heat it up and it makes the milk thick and warm, just like it was the first time you made it. But you can't do that, unfortunately, with everything, like to add to it, unless you threw this in there to thicken it up a little bit more and make the quality of the milk thicker and more like just more fatty, pretty much. Anyway, this is a really good product. I like that it doesn't have any emulsifiers. As you know, I have an extreme dislike towards emulsifiers, which are guar gum, xanthan gum, carrageenan. Those 3 I really don't like, but they're often put in coconut products, especially coconut cream products and coconut milk products. So for that reason, I like this brand, because it is not only organic, but I'm showing the Spanish side, I'm sorry. It's not only organic, it's also, it's a very good, it has a very good shelf life, is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to show you. I've already opened it, so just to warn you. But it has 2 portions to it. I'm trying to get you to see it properly. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So there's like the fat, and then there's kind of a coconut oil. It's like a lighter shade right there. So there's the fat. Most of it's going to be fat. And then there's like a slight bit of coconut oilish kind of hue at the bottom. So it has like 2 parts to it. But I usually like to use this as like a thickener when I'm trying to make like hot carob knockoff chocolate. And I like to use that for that. And then I don't know, if I just use this a lot like a sort of creamer, as long as it melts into my hot drinks and things like that. I do want to come up with more recipes using this in the future. It does have little chunks of coconut in it, so if you are going to use it, if you want a smooth texture, be sure to heat it up and put it through a sifter strainer kind of thing, in order to have a better, smoother consistency. but it is a very nice product, and I just love that it has no other added ingredients in it, and like I said, it's organic. So moving on. The next item is even more addictive and just as creamy. It is called maple cream. Maple. So it is from a brand called, oh goodness, it doesn't even say it, does it? It doesn't say it. Weird. But anyway, it's organic Vermont maple syrup, and it is like addictive. It is so addictive. To me, this is like my AIP Nutella kind of addictive, because this fat at the bottom, it is so creamy and it melts in your mouth so wonderfully. I absolutely love it. Of course, as you can see, it does come with this regular maple syrup at the top, but it's a very good quality of maple syrup, I believe. And but the majority of it is going to be maple cream. The majority of it will be. They did sell this at my local market. They stopped selling it. I was so sad because they said they didn't sell enough of it. But I mean, I was like, did you guys even try it? Because this is amazing. This one, honestly, I feel like if you mix it with honey and carob powder, and then mix it with my number 3 item, you will pretty much have the closest thing to like Nutella as possible. This I want to use for like French toast recipes and anything like breakfasty. I would definitely use this. I mean, the consistency of maple cream is, it's like icing. It's like delicious, thick, icing that just melts on your tongue. It's so beautiful. It's like to me, if I was eating regular food, the only thing I could probably compare it to is like a really high-end buttercream. But it's not. It's maple cream. And of course, it has a very maple flavor to it, very strong maple flavor to it, but it's very nice. I do have to use it sparingly because I have HS, hidradenitis suppurativa, so I have to watch my sugar consumption like extreme, or else I'm going to be like breakout city, unfortunately. But either way, it's still worth it sometimes, because I do go ham on this sometimes. I really do. Okay, so now for number 3 item. The number 3 item is going to be the tiger nut. The tiger nut is actually a tuber, which is a root. So even though it has the word nut in the name, it's actually a root. Like, let me see, what's a root? Like a taro root or a cassava, except it's really small, but it tastes just like a nut almost. It's like a sweet but very kind of chewy almond. I mean, if you taste it, you know it's not really a nut, because it doesn't have that crunch like a nut would, but it has a similar enough taste to pass if you're trying to make a sweet treat out of it. Like I said, if you mix this with carob and maple cream and honey, I honestly think you will have like a knock of Nutella. That's probably going to be my recipe, so yeah. I'm probably going to have to hold off on posting this video until after I make these recipes to throw at you, and put in a link to the description below. But I mean, you can eat this pretty much just by itself. The first 2 ingredients that I mentioned, the coconut cream and the maple cream, they're more like condiments. This is more like a garnish, or if you want as a snack. Of course, there's not a lot in here. This is about 5 ounces. You can buy and purchase bigger amounts and quantities of this, but it is very pricey. It's a pretty pricey amount to get all these, and these are even more high-end because these are the whole, but they are peeled. Like, they normally have a darker peel, but I wanted the peeled ones because I wanted to use these for other different recipes. But anyway, tiger nuts are pretty much a great snack if you are craving that sort of protein rich kind of flavor that you would get from a nut. However, these are roots. I mean, this is a root, and I'm trying to think, what was the other thing? I mean, it is a root, but it also, I lost my thought. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. But I mean, it is a root, and like you're gonna get the nut flavor that you are used to if you're craving peanuts, or if you're craving any other kind of legume. This will probably satisfy your craving, but I'm still trying to consider different things to make with it without it being super pricey. Like, it's easy to make something with it, but it's hard to get something like within your budget. And so that's always great to have that as an option for snacking. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier, is the company Organic Gemini. They used to have an option, I think, when you could buy stuff through them. Like, they used to also sell other things from a tiger nut, like the oil. They have like a tiger nut milk that they tried to sell at one point, but I guess it just didn't work. So now all they sell is the different forms of the nut, either peeled, unpeeled, whole, sliced, or chopped or something. So that's the main thing that they're doing right now. I'm sorry it's going in and out with the colors. It's driving me crazy, but it's whatever. Okay, and last but not least is going to be, what is it called? Japchae, which is a Korean noodle. This is a sweet potato noodle. Sweet potato noodles are pretty much just sweet potato flour and water that's been dried into a noodle form. It's also called a glass noodle. I absolutely, absolutely love this pasta. I mean, it's pretty much my go-to pasta. If I'm craving spaghetti, this is a very good contender to satisfy that craving when I'm on autoimmune protocol. I don't know why a lot of like recipes don't call for this, but it cooks up really quick. And like I said, it really replaces pretty much all pasta dishes for me. I mean, it has the texture. I mean, it's just perfect for it. And there's no additional like stuff in there. No preservatives, no additives, gluten-free. I mean, this is really the ultimate thing. This is a bigger bag. I think this is the 1.1 pound bag. I actually bought a double pack of it because I know I'm going to eat it. So eating this with, you know, any kind of meat, fish, I have different sauces that I like to have with it. It's going to be like really great when I have that craving. And then the fifth item, of course, being that I love coconut wraps. Coconut wraps is like this flat sort of, a flat wrap that you would use just like a bread. And it is made entirely of coconut meat, entirely out of coconut meat, and it's really, really good. And the reason why I don't have it is probably because I ate it like earlier. But yeah, I mean, these are like the top items that I have. And as I said, this is probably going to be a part 1 of my video. I'm sure I'm going to have way more in the future. But if you like them, check them out and let me know if you've tried them and if they work for you. Even if you have like flare-ups on it, like if you can't have it, if you're like me and the maple cream and you have to do it within moderation, I would love to hear about that from you as well. So for now, my lovely funnelies, have an awesome day.